Next up in our reviews, we have Paladin. Starting off with Righteous Defender. Common, 1 mana for a 1/1. Taunt, Divine Shield. An upgraded Argent Squire, obviously. Paladin has plenty of buffs to make this into a much more useful card. Unfortunately, most of those buffs don't come until around turn 4. Still a good early minion to fight off aggro and work with the other Divine Shield-centric cards from this set. For such a small card, I would still give it a 6 out of 10. Dark Conviction. Common, 2 mana spell, setting minions' attack and health to 3. Paladins don't have very good early buff cards, as I mentioned before. This is a very good one. Play Righteous Defender on 1 and this on 2 for a 3/3 with Divine Shield. In the late game, play it on your opponent's big minions to kill them with True Silver Champion. Very flexible and very strong. This is a 7 out of 10. Chillblade Champion. Common, 4 mana for a 3/2. Charge, Lifesteal. 2 mana stats on a 4 mana card is bad. Paladin has so many good 4-cost cards that it is going to take a lot for something to be replaced. Would be even better actually as a 3/1, so it can get the effect of Steward of Darkshire. I can't see this being played in any formats at all at this point. For that, it is a 1 out of 10. Arrogant Crusader. Rare, 4 mana for a 5/2. Death Rattle if it's your opponent's turn. Summon a 2/2 Ghoul. A much better arena card than Constructed. The 2/2 in Constructed won't do you much good. In Arena, the attack alone could take out some higher cost minions, and the Death Rattle is just a small bonus, if you can get that. Just because of how good I think it will be in Arena, I would say this is a 5 out of 10. Desperate Stand. Rare, 2 mana spell. Give a minion Death Rattle, revive this minion with 1 health. A targeted redemption. Obviously best used on a minion with Divine Shield. Also good if you can coin out a Primal Fin champion and play this on it turn 2. Has some use and helps along a not great deck in Quest Paladin. This is a 4 out of 10. Howling Commander. Rare, 3 mana for a 2/2. Battlecry, draw a Divine Shield minion from your deck. Drawing cards is always good, and it usually does come at the expense of stats. The real question is, would you rather have this over Stonehill Defender, Tar Creeper, Aldor Peacekeeper, or Acolyte of Pain? There are no good 4 mana Divine Shield minions to draw, so it won't fill out your curve. The only positives are the ability to for sure have a Tyrion in your hand that you can't play for another 4 turns. For that, it is a 2 out of 10. Light Sorrow. Epic. 4 mana for a 1 attack 4 durability weapon. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +1 attack. True Silver Champion is much better. Imagine needing to deal a couple damage to finish off a minion and top decking a 4-cost Light's Justice. There is big combo potential with things like Steward of Darkshire into Stand Against Darkness. Next turn equip this and pop all the shields. Suddenly you have a 6/4 weapon for the low cost of 12 mana and 3 cards. Kind of difficult to pull off at this point. For that, it is a 2 out of 10. Blackguard. Epic, 6 mana for a 3/9. Whenever your hero is healed, deal that much damage to a random enemy minion. I could see this card getting even better in future sets as lifesteal becomes more of a thing. Paladins don't have a ton of viable ways of getting it at this point, and the only healing you really see run is from True Silver Champion and Ragnaros Lightlord. There are quite a few other cards you can combo with, like Mistress of Mixtures, Ivory Knights, Earthen Ring Farseer, or even an on-curve Guardian of Kings. The downside is, if you have nothing to heal, then this effect does nothing. I still feel like this will be an underrated great card. Great enough to be an 8 out of 10. Bolvar Fireblood. Legendary, 5 mana for a 1/7, Divine Shield. After a friendly minion loses Divine Shield, gain +2 attack. Play Bolvar on 5, then Spike Ridge Steed on 6. You now have a 3/13 with Divine Shield and Taunt that will turn into a 2/6 with Taunt when he dies. It's definitely an aggro killing combo. A card that needs to be dealt with fast or can start getting out of control. Definitely requires a deck built around him, and often building your whole deck around one card can be a bad idea. Since I can see it having some use, I would give it a 4 out of 10. Uther of the Ebon Blade. Legendary, 9 mana, gain 5 armor. Battlecry, equip a 5/3 lifesteal weapon. Your hero power is now summon a 2/2 horseman. If you have all 4, destroy the enemy hero. Cards that create a new win condition automatically get a lot of looks. 5 turns at least to set it up. In a class without a lot of great board clears or freeze effects will make it tough. The weapon you get makes an immediate impact, which is a positive. There are just too many negatives to see this being a game changer for Paladins. You're better off just running Tyrion instead of this for a more immediate impact. At this point, I would say 5 out of 10. So the new cards for Paladin, I do see several strong cards. Blackguard, if you can get it out and you're still alive at that point of the game, you can definitely deal with some opponent's minions. The only issue would be playing against another control deck. If you're at full health the whole time, then he's just a big guy that's not even that big of a guy. But Dark Conviction, on the other hand, I could see getting a lot of play. I may even have underrated it on second thought. It's definitely a must-add, as Paladins don't have a ton of 2-cost minions or spells that are any good. I would say this is actually above average for what other classes are getting. I could see people playing a lot more Paladin in the upcoming couple of months.